This is the view from outside of our hotel room in San Francisco. It's the Marriott downtown, which is by Moscone Center. This is the end of a beautiful, gorgeous day in San Francisco. This is 2 days after the state of emergency and riots that occurred up here. There's no curfew tonight. Tonight's the first night, and we are going to go to dinner. If you'll look real closely as I zoom, you will see some boarded up businesses. That's the Athlete's Foot. I don't know what those two are.
And the bank.
As I pan over here, there's a Wells Fargo bank that's also had its windows smashed. And you're looking down at Market Street.
Excuse me, sir. I couldn't help but notice you had a Todd Rundgren shirt on, and just curious if you're here for the Utopia concert.
Well, you stole my... I was going to open up with something else. This is our Utopia Redo weekend tape. As you've already seen, we have some footage from yesterday, Saturday. Today's Sunday, the day of the show. We're in San Francisco at the Palace of Fine Arts and Exploratorium. My name is...
Oh, sorry, I was zooming to show the...
My name is Steve Gorney, and we're going to just test the format because hopefully later before the show tonight we'll get some interviews of people who've traveled to see the show. I'm 33 years old. I live in Los Angeles, California. Born and raised in upstate New York, Binghamton, New York area. Let's see. Been a Todd Rundgren and Utopia fan for about 18 years now. 18 wild and wacky, multi-dimensional years. And my favorite work is so hard to call, but I would have to say is Initiation. Throughout the years, that seems to be the one that I continue to. Let's see. Also, one of the questions we're going to be asking tonight is what kind of ideas do you have to help heal the world after the recent events of this last week in Los Angeles and San Francisco and other cities? And I guess my contribution would be, you know, it's okay to have a personal agenda, but your personal agenda should be only a sub-agenda of a greater one. And the greater agenda, I guess, would be let's all help contribute something back to the earth and the world that we take away from every day and give nothing back. And if we start with that in mind, if we use that as our basis and we start politically from local to all the way through national politics, using that as our basis, and giving back means giving back to humanity as well as the planet itself, then I think we'll go a long way.
Wow, that's full figure right there. Oh,
touring around.
Yes. Could I have your name and where you live?
Chuck Moran from Whittier,
Whittier,
California.
Okay.
About a half hour outside of LA. And I want to stress, this is my 25th show tonight. 25 shows since 1979.
And what is your favorite Todd Rundgren / Utopia record up to
Oh
this
God,
day?
I hate it when they ask me
You
that.
have to give me one.
All right, sorry. I like I Saw the Light the best. I know, no real deep thinking or anything like that, but no, I Saw the Light's always been my favorite.
Your favorite song?
Yeah.
What about record?
Yeah.
What about album?
Album? All together?
Yeah.
Well, of course, Something Anything, of course, but that's pretty obvious. I like Adventures in Utopia, and I think The Face the Music was the most underrated.
Okay, and the last question is, in wake of recent events in your hometown, what ideas would you have to help heal the world?
I'd have them listen to the Swing to the Right album a couple times, you know. Like cut number 9, is it? Only Human. You know, have them listen to that.
Mandatory, government mandatory hearing.
Second wind tour.
Okay, first could I have your names and where you live?
Barbara Williams from Hawaii flew over for this concert.
What city? What town?
It's on the island of Oahu, Haleiwa. It's on the North Shore. I'm bringing my children tonight.
Oh really? How many children? Is it their first Todd
Oh,
show?
here they are.
Here they are.
Oh great! The stars of the show. And your name?
Holly Crotty, and I live in San Francisco. This is Scott Crotty.
Hi Scott. Okay, I'm only going to ask really 2 questions. The first one is, what is your favorite Todd Rundgren / Utopia album?
Something Anything?
It's the Utopia album.
Okay. And
But Todd,
okay, and the last question is, in wake of the recent events of this last week, what type of ideas do you have to help heal the world?
Those policemen should be put in jail, for starters. That's all I know for sure.
Okay. Do you have any ideas about that?
I guess just putting pressure on the politicians because rioting doesn't solve anything. And politicians use that against.
Okay, thank you. And what was your name?
Chris.
Thanks. Your name and where you live?
My name is Nate Kennerly. I live in Los Angeles.
Whereabouts in Los Angeles?
Northridge. Stop on by. There's always a party.
Didn't I see you at the Strand show?
December?
Yeah.
It's my friend Pamela.
Hi.
Hi.
She was there too.
I was there too.
You went to Strand?
Say hi.
You were at the Strand too.
Yes, I was.
That was one of my favorite Todd shows.
Oh, it was excellent.
There was something going on inside the air that night. I don't know what it was.
A lot of magic that night.
Yeah, it really was.
The time he came down with the tape over his nipples, I knew it was a special show. It was really grand.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to ask the worst cliche question. What is your favorite Todd Rundgren / Utopia album?
Oh man, the pressure. I feel the pressure. Should it be obvious?
No, don't be honest.
Let me see. I like, oh man, I hate to waste
Just
your
blurt
tape.
one out, anything.
Cliche.
What? That's a song. How about an album? Faithful.
They're all. They all become one big album in the universe.
That's true.
I can nail it down to one song, but not one album.
That's true. Okay. The last question I have for you is, in the wake of the recent events that occurred in your and my hometown and other towns around this country, what type of ideas do you have about healing the world?
Well, my initial thought was to get the hell out of LA. And that's why I came to the show. Great timing on Todd's part. As far as healing the world, I think they should play more Todd Rundgren music. And that would probably help people calm down and get their shit in the world.
I think a lot of people have answered with that. That's a good answer.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. I'm going to send a copy of this tape to the Nexus. So he's got a Hey, Jim.
It turned out to be a really good smart thing, especially days.
Where you live?
Okay, my name's Rick, and I live in San Jose.
I'm Leona, and I'm in Mountain View.
Okay, and this is kind of a cliche question, but what is your favorite Todd Rundgren / Utopia album?
Probably the Utopia album, the Network album.
Okay.
I'm experiencing the whole thing.
Oh, good.
He's teaching. So
Good. Well, next show we'll be able to ask you. You'll have about 15 of them. Okay, and the last question I have is, in wake of recent events this week in major cities across this country, what ideas do you have to help heal the world?
Well, like Todd's songs, like Love is the Answer, Love in Action.
a lot of praying.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Some people suggested that the government mandate that people listen to Todd Utopia albums.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, thanks a lot for your time.
This guy has the best picture of Todd that I've ever seen, next to some of mine.
Next to some of mine.
It was in 1977 at Winterland, which has now been taken down, San Francisco. And it's kind of like at a 45-degree angle from the stage with a long lens. And Todd has the pyramid rising through the fog behind him, just the steps and part of the tier. And he's got his leg up like this, and he's got the on guitar, and it's just
magnificent. How do we get a hold of copies?
I have it in one of my scrapbooks.
Send a sample, then stamped envelope too.